What's going on, everybody? We are back on theHunter, still in the pursuit of a diamond red deer. So far we've struggled a lot. I'm not even gonna sugarcoat it. We have struggled a lot. Anyways, last time we were on here, we got a bit of a morale boost. We killed ourselves a diamond European rabbit, which was really cool. It's the second one I've ever shot. The last time I'd seen one of those was when they were still glitched on Hirschfelden, which, to be fair, was a really long time ago. But now we are back and ready to rumble here at these lakes looking for diamond red deer, so let's see what we can pull off here. I think to start out, we're going to start with some of these males over here because they're just the closest. They're the closest to us. Because they're the closest to us, and that 6 is probably the furthest away, we have the upper hand here, and we are less likely to scare off any of the other red deer that are across the map. Maybe except for that one. That one might get scared off. It just depends. I guess we'll see. Let's go. So we can't take home that 6 because there's the females in front of it. But we are surely going to try for this guy in front. I think, yeah, I didn't hit him very good. Oh, I lied. Excellent. He will die. Let's move on to maybe this guy across the lake here. I think he'll die. Maybe? Yeah, I think he'll die. It'll just take him a while. Great. On to the next one. Cool. And let's get this guy too while we're at it. I'm on a roll. I'm starting to get worried that I'm hitting spine here. And if we notice, our pressure completely around the lake is low enough so that it won't ruin any of their zones over here. So let's go pick them up. Let's go see what chump change we're gonna put in our pocket. Also, I'm not sure if you guys can notice, but I have greatly increased my camera quality. I was kind enough to be gifted a Kio Pro. So I've upgraded from the Razer Kio that I did have to a Kio, and I have a gigantic ring light set behind it in low light, and yeah, I think it looks good. I think it looks swell. Let me know what you guys think in the comments if this was a worthy upgrade. Had to put in a little bit of extra work to get to where it needs to be, but I'm very happy with the result overall. Alright, cool. I know he's an itty bitty baby. He doesn't even have like the crab claws. He was 106.03, like gold is 182.25. So I don't know what else to tell you other than this guy is simply embarrassing. However, this kind of shot from almost 270 yards away, man, if I had been just a little bit more to the left, that'd have been a heart shot and he'd have been down instantly. Would have saved me a lot of work. 106.03, he's literally just a baby. 270 yards, a really straightforward, I guess, a straightforward shot into the lung. Thank you for your sacrifice. All right, let's keep the ball rolling. Let's go pick up our other red deer. Well, I have good news. I found this one's blood. I, for just a second, was worried that I might not have hit him vitally, and that's what took him so long to die. But I'm maybe starting to think that we hit him in the liver, and that's why it took him so long to die. So at least we hit him vitally. But it's still concerning that we are hitting our shots that far back when I'm almost positive that should have sank right into the lung. Right into the armpit. Alright, let's take a look and see what this guy has to offer. See, he's got the cute little crab claws. Left lung. It took him that long to die on a single lung. Bro, I don't know about that one, Chief. 157.46, 182.25 is gold. So I would argue that he's just about right in the middle for silver and gold standard. Shot him from 406 yards. That's a really long, really long shot. That's the longest shot I've successfully made in a while. Of course, this doesn't count our diamond mule deer, because while I may have shot him from a really long distance, it was not really that much above 400 yards. I don't even think actually it went above 400 yards when I shot that diamond mule deer. This one's 406. This is the longest successful shot I have made in a very long time. 406 yards, 157.46. Thank you for your sacrifice. I was really worried there for a minute, but no, we struck him pretty good. I wonder why it took him that long to die then. I don't know. Moving on. Alright, we are slowly approaching our other red deer here. It shouldn't take us very long to get to him at all, considering, like, once I shot him, he was dead. Down. I think that's him right there. Yeah, that's him. Let's see. This one was also a level 5 or 6. He's also got the crab claws. Yeah, he was a 6. 161.20. Heart shot from 324.13 yards. That's kind of killer. That's kind of insane. Nice. 161.20. That's a score higher than the last one we picked up, and the last one we picked up was right in the middle. So 161.20, I would argue, is a lot better. However, I still would like to see these level 6s in like 170s, you know, somewhere in there, 170s, 180s, and level 7s should be in the 190s to 200s if I have to have it that way. Heart shot from 324 meters, 161.20. Thank you for your sacrifice. Let's go find your other brother over here. Yeah, I knew it wouldn't take it very long. He must have been hiding, yeah, where it's a hill. I didn't see him. This guy, I believe, was also a level 6. He's got the tiny little crab claws. Alright, let's see here. 154.99. I'm starting to think that the 150s are an average for level 6. Which, I mean, I guess it would make sense. You can't expect too much with a level 6. 154.99, 182 is gold, obviously. Shot him from 309 yards. That is an incredible feat for me. Heart and right lung. Man, it went right through. I mean, I'm not going to complain. That's a damn good shot. Nice. All right. 309 yards, 154.99. Thank you for your sacrifice, you little baby. You already know the routine. You know where we're going. I'll just meet you there on the shoreline below this lake. Alright, we're coming up on the perch that we normally sit on like tiny little hunting birds while we gaze at the red deer down below. And I'm really excited to see if there's any cool respawns from the ones that we've been hunting. Wow. Revolutionary. Last time we were here, we successfully laid waste to a level 7. But unfortunately, I don't think he's responding to anything too profound. I mean, they're still gonna die, but it's just unfortunate. How far away are they? 226? Okay, I can make that happen. Maybe if I'm quick enough, I can take out... Well, this guy's quartering away. Maybe... Oh, maybe. Yeah, cool. Damn, I'm good. I'm real good. At least for right now, until I start missing my shots, and then I'll just be a pissy baby. Anyway, let's get down there. Let's pick up our red deer, and let's see what's across the lake. Alright. Red deer number 1. This guy was our level 5. Look at his, like... Can we talk about his antlers? I have never seen... I've never seen a red deer with antlers like that. He is quite simply the cutest little guy. I have to have a picture of him. His antlers are simply to die for. If I were a red deer, if I died right now, and I were reincarnated into any animal, I would want to be reincarnated into a red deer that looks just like this. Man, I'm glad we made a follow-up shot because it looks like we completely missed the lung on the first shot and shot right into the scapula, right into the bone. But it looks like we hit the liver and the right lung on the second shot. So that time it was necessary. That time it was important. 123.86. Gold is 182.25. We shot him and maimed him successfully from 232.50 yards to 232.5. 123 is on the lower side of the spectrum, but he's a 5. Again, you can't have a lot of big expectations for level 5s. Anything before level 7, really. But honestly, I can't say that I'm fully disappointed with this red deer because his antlers, like I said, are simply just darling. He is to die for. Anyway, 123.86 from 232.5. Thank you for your sacrifice. Let's go pick up your older brother. Oh, shit. There are more red deer down here than I'm used to seeing. So I have to be really, really, really careful here. Psych. I'm going to take out all 3 of them. This guy is... Oh, perfect. How did I miss him the first shot? How did I... Oh, I didn't miss him. Okay, cool. Anyway. Here's red deer number 2. Look at his little crab claws. I love him. 160.03 for a 6. We're getting there. They're getting slightly bigger as we go, it feels like. We shot him really far forward, but it was enough not only to power through the right humerus, but it was enough to penetrate both lungs. If it had been any lower, it would have been a heart shot from 249.29 yards. Man, that's almost 250. Overall, not a bad shot and not a bad looking red deer in general. 160.03, 249.29. Thank you for your sacrifice. Let's go get our other two. Oh, sorry, three. Let's get our other three red deer. Jesus, is that both of them right there? They really didn't make it very far. I must have fucking mollywopped them or something. Oh, wait a second. I was just fucking around. Was there a zone there? Man, shit. If I had ruined that zone, I'm gonna be really pissed. I guess we'll find out. Here's red deer number 3. 161.20. It just feels like intrinsically they're getting bigger. That's a perfect shot. That's it. Let me show you. Let me zoom in here. Let me talk to you for a second. Okay, look at me. Look at me. Look at my eyes. This is exactly what you want. You want enough space right underneath the spine, just enough space to penetrate both lungs successfully. Because as they go up towards the spine, they get smaller. The lungs get thinner. They come together. So give it enough oomph and give that you're close enough to it. If you shoot it high enough under the spine, you have to be careful because you can still maim the spinal cord and fuck up the shot. But if you aim perfect enough just under the spine, you'll be able to find that your bullet just seamlessly cuts through them. This guy was 161.20 points. Again, it feels like they're getting bigger as we go. 182.25 is gold. Still 161 and 170. That'd be a nice range to keep these at. However, we're not going to keep him anyway, so it's not really all that important. He's just chump change. 161.20 from 179 yards away. Thank you for your sacrifice. Let's go get the other one. All right. Whew, 116.35. Red deer number 4. This guy is simply the smallest boy. I love how long and spiky his tines are, and I love how he just has one gigantic one right here. Like, he thinks he's a whitetail. That's it. That's what this is. He thinks he's a whitetail. 116.35. When silver is 90.50, this guy barely made it. He's not even average. He's not even in the middle. Again, I shot this guy right through the most important part of the lung, perfectly under the spine, and areas where the bullet can seamlessly cut through both lungs. That's exactly what you want. 116.35 from 168 yards away with quite the puniest little rack here. Thank you for your sacrifice. I can only imagine the kind of player that would want you in their lodge, unfortunately, and I don't mean that as an insult, but I mean that as in like a genetics thing. You know, like, sheesh, how little do you have to be? What constitutes as too big for a Hall of Shame lodge, you know? Alright, let's see what happened to red deer number 5. Okay, I see what happened to red deer number 5. It was almost a heart shot. That's what took him so long to die. We shot him through the left lung. It completely skipped the right. It skipped the heart. Went right into the left lung from 296 yards, almost 300 yards away. 132.55. Sheesh. For a 5, I would argue that that's really tiny. But just look how curvy his antlers are. Like, I love this. This kind of attracts me to the smaller red deer now. This guy's cool looking. I love this. This is just neat. I guess now, like, they don't even have to be super big or score super high to have really nice antlers, and that is refreshing to me. There has always been something to like about red deer, and now there's even more to like. 132.55 from 296. We're going to say 300 yards. Thank you for your sacrifice, young man. Now, I couldn't help but notice, while we were on our way to pick up our 5th red deer at this lake, that we've got a humongous herd over here. And there used to be a herd across the lake here, as you remember, but I regretfully ruined that zone. And we're probably not going to see any red deer there for a really long time. But if you look to our left here, there are a lot of big old boys. There are 3 level 7s. That guy scores 213. This guy scores 205, and if I can pick this guy out of the crowd, he scores 239 max. So obviously the smart thing to do here, since if we shoot anything at this zone, it's not going to affect the pressure that's on this side. We can take 2 from this zone, but we need to be really selective, and we need to be really careful. We can't afford to maim any does. That way, you know, if we accidentally hit something and it dies way later on, it's not going to fuck up the zone if we still take 2 stags. Okay, maybe if we come right here under this... Yeah. Cool. If we come right under here, under this tree, we should be close enough, right? We should be able to call some... Oh, yeah. 205 heard it. Did 213 hear it? Ooh. 237 heard it. So we're going to try to take 239, and we're going to try to take 213. Let's see how it works. What? Excuse me? What? What the fuck just happened? Whatever. I will suffer the consequences of it later, I'm sure. However, what we're gonna do while I'm suffering the consequences, I'm just gonna wait for them to come back. Since there was no deer hit and there is no pressure, maybe our level 7s will come back, we'll have another shot. So, bear with me. You'll hear another update when I'm able to see them again. Well, it looks like 239's back, so we might actually end up with 239 after all. The only problem is, though, he is really far away. He really was the most valuable one out of his herd, but I would have liked to go home with 2. We don't need to, but if I go home with anything out of that herd, it would have to be him. Boom. He's dead. He's no question. No question. Now we don't have to worry about any of the other red deer. Let's go find him. He should be dead by now. Oh, I lied. There he goes. Cool. And the pressure didn't interfere with the other zones on the other side of the lake. That works. Let's go get him. Alright, cool. Let's see what we got here, goddamn old big boy. 195? His maximum was above 220. He should have at least made 200 points. 195? Are you fucking, like, be for real? I mean, I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm not nearly as disappointed in his, like, the size of his rack. His rack is beautiful. But the score doesn't reflect that. 195, 151 from 250 yards. That's just, wow. I expected him to be a lot bigger than that. Why did he have such a big estimate if he was not going to be anywhere close to that? If he was even going to if he wasn't even going to break 200, why did he have that maximum? This is what I mean. I'm turning into a pissy bitch. I need to just let it go. Need to let it go. 195.51 from 250 yards. Thank you for your sacrifice. Now that we're done with both of these 2 lakes here, what we're going to do is we're going to make our way down to this one like we always do. And then we're going to come across the whole river here and come to this lake. I think at this point now, as much difficulties I've had out of these zones here, they are my favorite zones to hunt at. I have a good time out of them. We should also look at these now that the pressure's gone. We've given it a little bit of time, so some cool respawns have a potential to show up. I'm excited. We're going to go check it out. Oh my god. Y'all see that? What the fuck are you? Man, we worked so hard to put these respawns here at this lake, and that's how the game, like, repays us for our hard work. I'm kind of shitting my pants because I don't know how rare they are. I might take it out of that, but, like, wow. Holy fuck. So we're in our stand here at this lake, and it's a little quiet this morning. There's nothing immediately to our right, but they have started settling in across from me. So far, to my knowledge, there are 3 males over here. There's 6s, I think. Yeah, they're all 6s, devil's lettuce. And there's a 5 over here heading to the zone on the left to meet up with this 2. It's also strange because there's a zone here, and there's no red deer at that zone whatsoever. Maybe if I wait a little longer, the time is currently 7:11, so maybe I'm going to give it an hour. That should help. I'm going to give it about an hour. And we're going to see what we do from there. Alright, everybody. It's about 7:50, so close enough to 8 o'clock to make a difference here. Let's see what we got. There's a 6. There's a 6. And then over here still is our 2 minor. So pitiful. That's a female 2, but there is a 5. Yep, that's a 5 behind her. There's a 7, scoring 218 right there. This here's a 4. Wow, he's puny. They're all puny today. There is a 6 hard. There's another 4. There's a 6. There's a 6. Devil's lettuce. A 6. From what it looks like, nothing immediately to our right, which is okay because we don't need it. However, I think that I have picked out the ones that I want. Oh, I wasn't thinking about that, but I hit the wrong one. But you know what the cool part is? It's going to be fine because they're going to come back. Well, this guy's about 21 to 370 yards away. His max is 216. Let me see if I can't go ahead and hit him. I might have hit way too high. Nope. That works. Cool. And this guy is still... I mean, I have no idea how. Both of them actually. Actually, I just noticed. Why does the 5 have a higher maximum than the 6? The 5 has a max of 171, and this one has 154. Regardless, they are still greatly unbothered. So, oh, that was a spine shot. I fucked his money up. That's not what I wanted to do. There's red deer back of the zone to the left. Let's see if I can't nail him while I can. Nope, I did not hit him very well. That's fine. But now that we have more participating red deer... Oh no, there's just females. Rest in fucking peace. So, it's after 8 o'clock now. So far, since we're in a stand here, we haven't made a lot of pressure at all. So let's wait for our other red deer to come back and see if we can't make even better decisions and take more red deer. Well, I have some good news and bad news. The good news is the 4 that I maimed is coming back. I did see him. The bad news is I shot at another deer and I forgot to hit on pause. Some more good news is that there is red deer still over here for some ungodly reason. Still no sign of the 2 that I shot, which is fine. I know he'll come back, and now that I know that he's in that herd, I'm going to be watching him, watching that herd very closely. Him in general, but the herd. Good night. I probably shot him too far forward, and that was probably too high. Way to go. He's going to go down rather quickly, and that I'm excited about. We're going to wait just a little while longer to see if we can get our friend the 4 to show up. Nah, it's like 8:30 in-game just about. It doesn't actually look like he's going to show up again, which is fine. Same for the level 2. We're just going to have to keep an eye on this area for both of them, I feel like. But that being said, though, this is why you use stands. You can produce so much more pressure, and you're not going to worry about ruining zones. You can take up to 15, I believe it was, up to 15 animals at a time. Anyways, let's go check out our red deer that we've successfully brought down. Alright, let's take a look at what we got going on here. 161.48. That appears to be the standard for level 6s lately. But they have progressively been scoring higher as we picked them up. Shot him from 242.7 yards away. I have hit both lungs in 2 separate shots. One on the left and one on the right. Somehow. Look at his tiny little crab claws. Very, very characteristic of a 6, it seems like. Is it really level 6 if he doesn't have the claws? You know what I mean? Anywho, enough joking around. 161.48, 242 yards away. Thank you for your sacrifice, young man. Let's see if we can't find any more that we've shot in this area. I would go ahead and have my dog track the 4 that we shot, but it's very clear that we did not wound him mortally, so I think we're just going to let him come back at some point. Before we pick up this red deer in specific, we're going to make sure that there's not any more in the area that we could potentially go home with. No, we're good. We're chilling. All right. 203.22. That's exactly what I'm fucking talking about. And this was a heart shot from 300 yards away, just about. That's kind of fucking gnarly. This is exactly the kind of deer that I needed to see today. Exactly the kind of deer. Beautiful antlers. Look at those grappers. You know what I mean? They're just reaching out to grab you. They're the giant, flat, pointed graspers like a claw. That's what I like. I like to see a good level 7 surpassing 200 points. That makes my heart very happy. 203.22 from 300 yards away. Thank you for your sacrifice. You are a big, beautiful man. Well, we just got a warning call, it looks like, from over here by a male red deer. Maybe it's the 4 that we've been talking about. It is. I think we just scared him off. It's fine. He'll die eventually. Anywho, 152.66. I would like to see you surpass 160, Mr. Crab Claws. This was a lucky shot. This shot shouldn't have happened. That was a lucky shot. Should not have happened. Wow. I feel really bad for this deer. I did not hit a vital organ. I mean, technically the neck is counted as a vital organ. As you can see, the lower neck and the cervical spinal cord. But I don't feel like it's an ethical shot to take. Not as ethical of a shot as you can from the lungs or the heart. So I'm conflicted about that. That kind of shot should not have happened. But 152.66 from 367. We're gonna round that up 368 from 368 yards away. Thank you for your sacrifice, and I'm sorry. Actually, holy shit. I think I can take him. And take him I will. Looks like we're traveling around that side of the lake one more time. Alright. Level 6 hard. Ooh, I barely clipped that lung from like 357 yards. Actually, before we get started, I'm just gonna have to need you to shut up. All right, 175.02. This is closer to what I want. This is closer. In fact, 170 to 180 is perfect, and then level 7s are 190, 200, 210, somewhere in there. This was, however, an incredibly lucky shot, seeing as we shot at him and we missed the lung closest to us. We seem to be doing that a lot lately. But I mean, hey, he's a handsome-looking red deer. He's got some nice-looking antlers. At least they're not crab claws for a change. Very, very, very happy with this deer. 175.02 from 357 yards. Thank you for your sacrifice, you beautiful stag. And our other red deer from this herd was just over here. Alrighty. Ooh, 143. Left humerus, left lung. So I wonder if it had not passed through bone, would it have passed into... No, the angle would not have allowed it to pass through the right lung. It still would have been stuck in the left. This was a shot made from 371 yards away. I can't be very angry, considering I believe this is the one that I thought I hit in the spine. So, nice. 143.46. That is less than typical for a red deer of this level, of this stature. But he's still a pretty good looking stag, you know what I mean? 143.46 from 371 yards away. Thank you for your sacrifice, young man. If I recall, we should have one more? Maybe one more? I don't know. We're gonna find out. Nope, it actually, if I'm not mistaken, it looks like we've got all of them from this side of the lake. There's just a couple females over there at this point, and they are not worth oh my gosh, it's the two! Let's fucking go. I want you. Is it gonna ruin the zone? I don't think so. We're gonna give it a shot. Alright, this gives us a good angle. We're gonna watch him die, and then we're gonna look at the zone. Man, that was less than graceful. Yes, we still have our zones. Okay. We cannot take any more. Oh, I was right. We do have another one. Let's fucking go. They're gonna propagate the killer. Eliminate the youth. The youth being the red deer, and I'm the killer being propagated. 161.96. That's a good looking set of crab claws you got there, buddy. Shot him from 365 yards on the dot. No more, no less. That's what I like. A good even number. I'll probably never do that again in my lifetime. I'm not sure what else there is to say about this guy. We've seen the same exact red deer, I would like to think dozens of times at this point. And we've seen that number plenty of times before by several other red deer, accidental or not. He's about as mundane as he can get for a level 6. 161.96 from 365 yards on the button. Thank you for your sacrifice. Let's go pick up your other two brothers from across the lake. I'm actually really, really, really excited for this one. I'm tickled to death. 48.60. 48.60. Oh my god. These antlers are so small. I bet if I turned you around right now, you'd have a vagina. That's a perfect shot from 190 yards, I will say. I'm going to pat myself on the back right there. This is an atypical size for what we normally shoot. Let's take a look at his true score rating. Number of tines on each antler is 0. Length of tray tines and length of brow tines 0 because he doesn't fucking have any. All he has are nubs. Nubs. Alrighty, young man. Thank you for your absolute sacrifice. Alright. Let's get on top of this guy here. Okay. 153.28 for a set of crab claws. That's piss poor. That's piss poor. We're going down now. We were at our peak at like the 160s, and now we're going down. We're going down again. So we need to fix that. We need to find better level 6s. From 246.35 yards away, that's not a bad shot. It's a little low. It's not in the direct center, or it's not at the very top here under the spine, but it's still a good shot because we were able to bypass the bone here. We were able to get past the bone and penetrate both lungs, even though we penetrated the second lung just barely, it looks like, right behind the heart. Alright, we've seen plenty of crab claws like you in our day, so we're just going to keep the ball rolling here. 153.28 from 246 yards away. Thank you for your sacrifice. Hey everyone, thank you so much for watching. If you'd like, you can hit the link to the right of me here to subscribe, or you can follow me at all the links below and in the description for more content. You can also click the links to the left of me here to watch more Call of the Wild content or to be sent to a random video. So with that, thank you so much for being here. It was a pleasure, and I'll see you next time.